Child Development and Adolescent Studies database is today's source for references to the current and historical literature related to the growth and development of children through to the age of 21. It contains book reviews and abstracts from hundreds of journals and a bibliography of thousands of technical reports, books, book chapters, theses, and dissertations. So let's do a basic search in the CDAS. I access this database via the DLE, going into Primo, and then clicking on Databases button. Here it takes me through to the A to Z of databases, and I'll click on C, the Child Development and Adolescent Studies. As this is a database hosted by EBSCO, there is a functionality to choose more than one database to search at any one time. However, at the moment, as I'm doing a basic search, I'm just going to keep it restricted to CDAS. I'm going to do my search on ASD and inclusion. Here I'm using the Boolean operator and this means that the word inclusion has to appear in my results. I'm going to run my search. And I can see that I got 141 results. However, when I was typing in ASD, I noticed that the database was trying to help with the results. It was suggesting other synonyms that we might like to use instead of ASD, such as autism spectrum disorder or autism. Here, the database itself is using the Boolean operator all, meaning that it's going to search for all of these terms. And we would expect that having used this Boolean operator, our search results should have expanded, which they have to 254. Looking through my results, it's important to note that this database is an index. This means that not all of the material that is available on it will be available in full text. I can use this menu to refine my results down the left-hand side. I can refine it using the slider by date, if I so choose. I can also link only to full text results and to those that are peer reviewed. And I can see that my results has dropped significantly. At the bottom of each article, you can then see a link taking you through to the full text of that article. However, it's important to note that you need to use the linked full text sparingly. That means that just because we don't have access to it in full text on this particular database does not mean we don't have access to it in full text elsewhere. So I've just removed the full text option and kept the peer reviewed. Then looking at my results, I can see straight away that it's not coming up that it's in full text anymore, but it's asking me to check Primo, which I'm going to do. The database is now checking the library catalogue Primo to see if we have it elsewhere in our collections. And it has brought it up that yes, we do have it, but we have it in Elsevier, Science Direct. And if I click on this option, it will take me through to the full text this way. So it's important to note that although you can specify that you want it in full text in a particular database, just because we don't have it in full text in that database doesn't mean that it might not be available elsewhere.